Hi guys, I'm Emma.
And I'm Jasmine, and we're Too Much to Handle, a podcast where we talk about the highs and lows of high school.
Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy. Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's crazy.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's crazy.
We are glassesless.
We are
Normally
glassesless.
Emma is always, but we got some positive feedback to be glassesless.
Yeah, and now we are glassesless.
So now I won't be distracting you with my shiny forehead, mate.
We're gonna have to powder that next time. We have our mics back.
Cheers, mate.
You're welcome. I forgot to get us a snack today.
It's all right.
I was sleeping when she walked into my house.
I walked into her room and my keys jangled on my water bottle, and she rose and she went, Jasmine?
Because I knew she was coming. I just fallen asleep. So I heard her and I was like, it's Jasmine. But yeah, episode 4. Today,
How cool is that?
we're talking about the awesome power of friendship.
My little pony, what is friendship all about?
So, friendship plus high school, it can be a roller coaster.
Oh my goodness. And especially with full of emotions. Oh my god, it's just everywhere. Friendship is.
Oh yeah.
And it's not easy. In high school.
Oh no.
Mm-mm. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and be like,
friendship in high school is great. It's rainbows. It's magical. No, there's drama. There's tears. Friendships are gonna end. Friendships are gonna start. Luckily for me, I met my best friend in high school.
oh, actually, kind of before we met. From before high school.
Yeah,
from
we
before.
did actually meet before high school. We met in 6th grade, but then we got out of contact. I reconnected with my best friend in high school.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We reconnected with our high school
Best friend.
best friends.
But
Pink, pink, pink. Girls,
Twirls,
girls, girls. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Twirls, twirls, twirls. Together forever. We're Jasmine and Emma.
Best friends.
But
But it is not. High school friendships are not the Linda and Heather theme song from Liv and Maddie.
Freshman year period, and even watching other people's friendships, not just not in my personal experience, even watching as a stander by. What's that word?
Bystander?
That's it. That's the word, bystander. Freshman year, your friendships change. You think coming from 8th grade, going into freshman year, this is the friend group. This is the high school friend group. We're staying together forever. And you may still be in touch with those people, but you're not the same, most likely. Some people it's different. I don't know. I'm not saying every friend group changes, but most likely your friend group changes at least once, twice, and that's okay.
If you're an incoming freshman, don't expect to have the same friends. Because once you get into high school, a bunch more, options open for, different friend groups, different,
clubs.
You're gonna make new friends. And because of that, you can make new friends and you can keep
Oh, yeah.
your same friends at the same time. But you can also make new friends and lose a few.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It's not the end of the world.
Don't let other people control you. If you want to be friends with someone, don't let anyone else stop you from being friends with them. I mean, unless it's a really horrible it's your choice. I don't get to control Emma on who she's friends with.
Who I have friends with?
I can tell her, hey, maybe don't be friends with Billy Bob because I've seen Billy Bob do not good things, but I can't stop her from being friends with Billy Bob, just in the same way she can't stop me from being friends with Jimmy John.
I really like your names. We went on a very, very cool podcast today.
Yeah, we did.
We were guests, so
shout out.
If you haven't listened to that, it came out on Wednesday, but if you have not listened to that podcast, go listen to it.
Listen to it.
Because we're on there with 2 awesome people,
a teacher,
a teacher,
a
and
dean,
and
and-
their podcast.
in their podcast.
So, but she brought up our friends Billy Bob, and Jimmy John.
Yep.
So
I said their names on that podcast too. So
yeah, they're the only people we name drop.
that's our boyfriends. Surprise!
Surprise, we have boyfriends.
Billy Bob and
Billy
Jimmy
Bob
John.
and Jimmy John. Yeah, we won't name drop anyone else unless it's Larissa. Hi, Larissa, we love you.
I wonder if she's been listening because we have name dropped her a couple other
Oh my
times.
gosh, yes.
She hasn't said anything.
Told Coach to listen to our last episode. She said, "Well, what's it about?" I'm like, "Well, yeah."
You-
She's like, "Tell me what you said." I said, "No, you have to listen. Have to listen, Coach.
Go, Coach.
Coach, you better be listening."
Anyways,
Back on topic.
back on topics. Friendships. One thing too, like, it's. I don't even think like I can. I don't know. Sorry, brain rot. Okay. So
You say brain rot and not brain fart?
I just spoke brain rot. Like I
Oh.
yeah. Shoot, what was I trying to say? Like friendships are hard. They're hard. Like no matter what age you are, they're going to be hard, and it's something that is really important is to communicate like your feelings, like to communicate how you're feeling to each other. Like no one's perfect. Me and Emma have fought before over silly things, or we've gotten mad at each other for like a millisecond, but at least in my opinion, we're really good at like saying, "Wait, why did you do this?" And then one of us is like, "Well, I didn't even realize I was doing that." Like, "Well, you did, and it kind of hurt my feelings." "Oh, I'm sorry." "Okay." Do. You know?
Friendships, like, no friendship is gonna be perfect.
Right.
Me and Jasmine, I'm not gonna lie, we act like we have the perfect friendship, and we don't. We fight over dumb things, and it's normally one specific week in summer that we fight every year.
Yeah.
But I cannot think of a fight that we've had that has lasted more than a day because we know that
Our friendship is
friendship
more
is-
important.
it's more important. It's not going to be easy.
Right.
Like, we need to be able to go to our friends and say, "I did this wrong," or "You
Mhm.
did this wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Can we please talk about it?" That's how you fix a friendship.
Yeah. And especially like one of the things that I've seen tear friendships apart is like friend groups more specifically, I guess, is like talking behind each other's backs, which I know is so easy to do. But like, you know, especially when you're like, "Hey, you know, Emma, is she weird?" Like this is such a bad example, but like
yes, I
but-
am.
like if Emma's your friend, why can't you go ask her yourself? You know what I mean? Like that's one of the things I feel like can keep friend groups and friendships. Like don't talk about your friends to other friends like in a mean way. Like you know what I mean? Don't be like, "Well, you know, I heard that you and Emma were fighting, and let me stir the pot some more and tell you some things that I don't like." Like that is not
And
great.
if someone comes to you and says, "Hey, I heard you and your friend are fighting, like, let's gossip," say no.
Yeah.
Say, "I know me and this person are fighting. You're not part of this. Even if you're mad at someone, don't talk about them." And we've struggled with that.
Mhm.
We're not gonna act like we never talk bad about people because we struggle with that too.
Yeah.
We struggle with gossiping, with
Mhm.
getting mad at people and saying bad things about them. But
Oh, yeah.
we like, you have to understand that that's not health. That's not good.
At least like even like owning up to it, because again, we do it and we shouldn't, but and repenting, I guess, too, like
Yeah.
you know,
Always try
apologizing,
and get
yeah.
better.
yeah. Like if you are, you know, gossiping about someone or like talking about them behind their back and you're like denying that you're doing that, that is just not
Bad.
healthy for
Mm-mm.
yourself, for your heart, or for your friends around you. especially in high school because rumors just spread so fast. Thank you.
You're welcome. I got cold. I figured you did too.
And truly it might be different for our high school because it's smaller, but
Yeah, you're welcome.
but rumors do spread quickly, and most of the time they're not true. So it's
You could ruin someone's life with a rumor.
sadly
You
yeah.
can end someone's life with a rumor.
Mhm.
They're not cool. Not cool.
Not cool, bro. Not cool.
Yeah, but high school friendship is a whole plethora of loving each other 1 second, being mad at each other the next,
Um,
lies, stupid fights, stupid everything.
yeah, and what was I gonna say? Oh, I remember.
We sat in silence for so long.
Yeah. Like truly too, when you think about it, like your friendships are kind of based off of like your influences. So like your parents' friendships, like what do their friendships look like? And like that kind of feeds into like what your friendships look like, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. I've just like in my like personal life. I don't know why I said it like that. I've seen my mom struggle with like different friends, and like I've seen how she's grown from friendship A to friendship B, and like how she's kept this friendship going well, and like learning what she did wrong in that one, and like letting me know in a healthy like boundary way, like, well, I messed up this friendship and I'm sad about it, but here's what I could have done to fix it. Like I can take that into my friendships, and like the situations are different most of the time, but like somewhat similar, and I can be like, okay, well, my mom did this and that hurt the friendship, so how can I not do that? You know what I mean?
And learn from your mistakes too. Like if you make a mistake in a friendship or any kind of relationship, like take that and like move on with that and make sure not to do that again.
Mm,
And if like one of your friends makes a mistake like to you, like if something they do bother that, make sure you're not doing that thing.
yeah.
Like there's so much we can learn. My biggest piece of advice is find 1, 2, or like 3 people that you know you can trust to not like I don't want to say like mess up because you're bound
Yeah,
everyone's bound to
everyone's
mess up.
gonna mess up.
But find a few people you can trust
Mhm.
to not hurt you.
Your comfort people.
Your comfort people. My comfort person has a podcast that she does with me.
My comfort person does too.
You have another podcast and you didn't tell me?
Sweetie pie. Sugar bum honey bun present bum
Sugar bum. Okay. Anyways,
Brazilian bum bum cream.
Brazilian bum bum cream. I would never. Yeah. They're gonna make friendships a lot easier because when you find new friends and they potentially do something that upsets you, like you know you're not gonna be alone. Like you're
Mhm.
always gonna have a few people that you can run back to,
Yes.
and they will be there for you.
Mhm.
So that's my like biggest piece of advice.
Yeah. Something I would like. So I saw a TikTok today, and it was like, that trend that's like reasons or things my ex did, but I still stayed with him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw one today. It was like things my ex best friends did, but I still like stayed friends with them. And like this girl was like being hardcore bullied by these girls, and then like went to her page to see if there's another video like kind of like explaining, and like there was, and she was like kind of explaining like why she still stayed with him is because she was like a newcomer, and like it was a public school, like she didn't have anyone else to like really be friends with because like everyone else already had like their friend groups. And that just like got me thinking, and like I I know it's hard to step out of your comfort zone and saying like, no, you don't get to treat me like this. Like, but when you set that boundary with someone saying, I don't like when you do that to me, or I don't like when you talk to me like that,
Mhm.
or I can't be your friend anymore if you continue to talk about yourself like that. Like if it's like
Mhm.
in years past I've had really hard time with people like calling themselves fat or like I don't know. And it really was hard on me. I've worked on it, but like I had to like set a boundary in some friendships because I'm like, if you're gonna continue to talk down to yourself like that, it puts me down. And it's like I'm not gonna if that's everyday conversation, I'm not gonna continue a friendship with you if you're gonna talk about yourself like that, let alone like how you're gonna talk about other people. So when you set like and I know setting boundaries is super hard. When you set a boundary or when you draw a line of, hey, this is important to me, this is what I value in myself, like please don't cross this line with me, that makes for a really healthy friendship.
Setting boundaries in a friendship is always healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Always healthy. Letting them know like things that bother you. And if they don't respect like your boundary, let me hold your hand while I tell you this. They're not your friend.
Yeah.
Real friends accept boundaries of their friends, whether it feels weird to them or not.
Right. And like Emma said, they're bound to mess up. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like I was saying, everyone is bound to mess up.
Oh yeah.
But I apologized. Emma apologizes, so and so apologizes for saying, hey, I know, you told me not to do that, and I know I did it, and I know it's later in the day, but I'm sorry for doing that. Or, hey, I know you don't like that, my bad. Like, I don't know. Just again, boundaries are super healthy. So, so sorry.
Do you want to make Shirley Temple's
Yes.
We have Sprite and we have strawberry. Squirties. Oh, I wish we had gotten candy. But we have strawberry syrup. I think we can make Shirley Temple's.
Okay.
Non-alcoholic. Because
We're not alcoholic.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway.
I've done the math and we do need to make it to 45 minutes. Just have 30 minutes left after editing.
Okay.
Because how much we yap.
Yeah.
And how much we just go.
Yeah, we
sit in silence.
We always every single episode. We're just trying to think of things to say.
I hope you know that that's gonna be our thumbnail.
Okay. You have lots to choose from this episode, I feel like. So
there's like pieces of like jeans on this blanket.
recessive genes.
You're cute jeans.
You're cute jeans. Oh, something else, like, and I think this is purely based off of like our school specifically. I don't know. I've never had like that. I've had public school experience, but not a lot. But only really in middle school. But our school especially, your friend groups change, right? The cliques are not super big in our school, but they're still there. There's still, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But, like, if I'm not in a class with, my friend Emma or my friend Billy Bob or Jimmy John, I can still sit next to Heather.
My mom goes to our school.
That was the first name that popped in my head.
I know, I heard you go. And I was like, she's gonna say Heather.
Larissa Cox. Like, Larissa Cox may be my class, and I can sit next to her, and she's not gonna kill me.
She's not gonna say, please don't sit by me.
Yeah.
Like,
I may not be best friends with her. She's a bad example because I am friends with her, but like, she's still gonna like, I'm still gonna sit next to her. We can still have a friendly conversation, and we can still be like acquaintances to each other. But that doesn't mean, we're bestie boos and I'm gonna go to her house and watch her sleep, Sorry, I did that one day.
You didn't. It's okay. I've watched you sleep before too. You're something else. Me and my mom were talking about all like the poor genes I received. Like I received all the poor traits.
That's so sad. I got like stomach issues,
Mhm,
the weird
exactly.
fingers.
Weird hairy toes. Hairy toes.
I'm so sorry.
Furry toes.
Bunions.
Oh,
Did you see that video I reposted? That TikTok?
I was looking through your reposts
Yeah.
today.
Pimp Lucius.
Oh my gosh, you had like 8 of those in your reposts.
I love those videos. They're so funny.
They're really funny.
Like there's
It's like a Hamilton one.
there was a Hamilton. There was a One Direction one.
Yes.
I've seen they're all over my For You page.
Like little like mini show like I'm really into watching right now. That like One Direction like superhero show.
I love that show.
It's so funny.
I love them. They're getting back together. Their friendship will never die. Good morning. Good. Why do I sing?
I don't know.
Every episode I'm like busting out a song.
I'm playing butt crack.
What song am I gonna sing today?
Okay. But yeah, like no, back on our topic of friendship.
Yeah. Let's take a walk down memory lane.
Also, don't get like butt hurt if you lose a friend. Like if all of a sudden like someone like stops being your friend, blocks you on everything, even though you did nothing wrong. Like you just gotta move on. You just gotta loosen up, move on. Their loss.
Yeah.
Their loss if they don't want to be friends with you anymore.
I know, like freshman year, again, going back to freshman year, because I was still learning things. I tried so hard, and I don't know, like the other side of the story for other people, right? I only know my side of the story. But like, I tried so hard to make sure that I was doing the right thing, and I probably messed up somewhere along the way of
as everyone
losing, a friendship. But I like got so, I don't know if depressed is the right word, but I just like pushed myself down because I lost like a friendship. But like I had other friends, I had other like people to rely on, and I don't like necessarily like regret like being so upset about it because I learned, but I spent so much time like mourning the loss of one friendship that I could have either like continued to pursue in a different way, or I could have continued to pursue other friends in a better way. Not to say I haven't, but like just at that time in my life, like I don't know. I don't even know if that made sense.
No, it did.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
And that just caused more stuff, didn't it?
Right. Yeah. And I still am friends with that girl today. There was a period where I don't think we really talked that much, but we're still friends, maybe not as what we were freshman year, but I'm still very friendly with her.
Is this about me?
Yeah.
Angel was sleeping in my bed last night. I woke up at like 5 a.m. to her head, like, okay, so my like the back part of my bed like presses against my windows, and she had her head like smushed, like it's like a crack in the top of my headboard. It's really confusing, but she like smushed her head through that and was like barking out the window. I was like, oh, why? It's too early for this, and why are you trying to choke yourself with my headboard?
My gosh, Angel. You know that TikTok trend that's like, raise your hand if you want chicken wings.
Oh my gosh.
I made that with Lucas.
I have to see.
I'll show you later. He
Please.
got so mad at me. I'm sorry, Lucas.
Sorry, Lucas.
Little buddy.
Oh, bad.
What else about friendships?
Friendships don't have to be people in your grade.
Oh yeah. No.
Don't just go looking for people close to your age. Obviously, like, don't be friends with grown people. Weird. But like we have a friend. We have multiple friends who we love very dearly
Yeah.
who are in
Drama.
we're in drama and are a few years younger than us.
Yeah. And that's what I was like saying about like activities and clubs. Like if you have a friend group, you know, you can stay with that friend group, but you can also have friends in your classes or your clubs that you're in or a sport that you're in. And your friends can also be friends with those people too. You know, like
I feel like it's important that like in every class, like you find at least one or two
Mhm.
friends. Like it doesn't have to be people you're already friends with.
right.
If it's someone you're already friends with, cool. You don't have to find a new one.
Right.
You already have a friend in that class. But I feel like if like there's one or two classes like where you just like don't have any friends in that class, like the class starts to stink a little. Because who are you supposed to talk with?
Yeah. Who are you supposed to chit chat with instead of listening?
Yeah.
No one? That's weird. That's silly. Yeah. I think when you're an underclassman, it's harder to say like go up to an upperclassman that you don't know fully well. Be like, can I be your friend? But like if you're upperclassman,
If you go to our school and you need a friend, you can come up to us and
Yeah.
ask if we can be your friend because
Please ask
we
us.
will say yes.
yeah,
And every time without fail, we will say yes, I will be your
Yes.
friend.
and we'll probably say hi to you in the hallway, and we'll be like,
We'll probably annoy you.
"Hey!"
We'll probably
Yeah,
annoy you a lot.
probably, and you'll probably be like, why did I ask them?
And that's
But
because we care about people having friends.
yeah, and we'll check up on you and be like, Linus and Snoopy miss her.
Emma and Jasmine are not Linus and Snoopy. Did you guys know that the saying, like when someone says like, "Oh, sit down," like I always thought the saying was "pop a squat," P-O-P, pop a squat. It is not pop a squat. It is cop a squat, C-O-P.
She texted me and she was like, I was like babysitting when you texted me, and all I read was like cop a squat, and I'm like, what did she say? And so I finally read it, and I'm like, no way!
It's not pop a squat. It's cop a squat.
Like that's so weird.
I know.
Like I'm gonna cop a squat. Like
I only know because I was watching Young Sheldon and I was reading the subtitles
Ah,
and I noticed it
oh.
said Kappa Squat and I was like, Kappa Squat? It's Papa Squat. It's not Papa Squat. It's Kappa Squat.
like you like looked it up.
No.
Oh, oh,
Well, I just assumed like the subtitle people didn't get it wrong.
oh. Sometimes they get it wrong. Like sometimes they say,
Okay, fine.
no, no, no,
How
no.
does saying go? I don't think hearing this.
Wait, I need to look it up now because
I accidentally threw our little friend at some point.
what are you gonna name?
What do you need to? We need to name our little friend. Drop name suggestions in the comment for our friend here. Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know what we should name it. Yep. Our little friend.
Our little friend, our little axolotl friend, who I still don't know gave to me. Who gave this to me? Love you for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, for both of us, thank you.
From the bottom of our hearts.
So yeah, I feel like
Also, having a Christ-centered friendship is good. Like saying like, not to say, it, well, I should be Christ-centered. Never, I don't know what I was gonna say. But like, being like, hey, can you pray for me real quick? Yeah, whatever. Like, sometimes Emma can be like, pray. And I'm like, okay, I don't even know what she needs me to pray for. Okay, I'll pray.
I just tell her to pray and she prays.
And Emma does the same. Or like, you know, we can there's Bible verses that we can relate to each other, or like, you know what I'm like, I don't know what I'm trying to say because I keep brain farting. As you can tell, this whole podcast, I've just been stopping mid sentence and then not finishing what I'm gonna say because I don't remember. So sorry about that. But
It's okay. I forgive you.
thank you.
They can forgive you too.
Thank you. But yeah, and having a friendship with Christ, it's good too. Having a relationship,
That's the best friendship you can have. Is
Yeah.
one with God.
Mm-hmm. It's so important.
Yes.
So important.
He's your friend over anyone else.
Jesus is my friend forever. Quote Ollie from.
He always wants to be your friend. We always want to be your friend.
We always want to be your friend. Seriously, if you don't have anyone to sit with, be like Emma and Jasmine.
We need to go sit with. We will let you sit with us.
Yeah.
We will let you hang out with us.
We will sit with you.
We don't care who you are.
Yeah.
We will be your friend.
Yeah.
And we will make sure you know we are your friend.
We make sure you know. So sorry about that. Fair warning, like ahead of time.
Sorry
but-
to the people that we already make sure they know. Patrick, Josiah. You know who deserves a shout out? If we're on the topic of friendships and like making sure you have a friend in every class, you know who deserves a shout out?
Who?
My good friend Elena.
I love Elena.
What's her last name?
Oh, I'm thinking Kazi and Adler.
Elena Adler. If you were watching this,
We love you.
You deserve a shout out.
Yes.
And I really like your cats.
love her cats. She has cooler cats than me.
Also Muffin.
Yes. Oh, I love Muffin.
Another Elena. But
Yeah.
we all call her Muffin.
Yeah.
They're both very awesome Elenas.
Mm-hmm.
I took the class and I was nervous about it. Because at first, I didn't really have any friends. I kind of just sat there.
Mm.
But Elena was very quick to be my friend.
Period. I love her.
She made that class so
I had
enjoyable.
Spanish with her first semester last year. I had to move Spanishes, but she was always like talking. She was talking to everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Sophomore year. Yeah.
She's very fun to be around.
Oh yeah, and she's funny. Love her.
Yes. Yes. We love you, Elena.
Sorry, we forgot your last name.
I remember, I promise. Well,
also, I remember what I was gonna say a long time ago. If you have a solid friend group, right, and it's going well, like you guys have been friends for the longest time, and like maybe one person is like, we should add this person to our friend group. They're new, blah blah blah, and like some other people are kind of like, but we've been a solid friend group for so long. Like change is hard, but I think being willing to like open up a spot, and again, it's really hard because there's inside jokes and there's just things that this person doesn't know, but being including to other people who may not have any friends, and you're including them into this whole friend group where there's 4+ friends, 5+, that I think in my eyes is just such a loving response.
you can change someone's life if you just accept them into your friendships and your friend group. I mean, like, become their friend, and you can change so much for them. And they can change so much for you, even if you don't think they will at first. Like, people can do so much.
And kind words, even if it's like, again, like me and Emma were saying, like, if you want to be our friend, we're gonna say hi to you in the hallway, we're gonna ask you how your day's going, loudly and obnoxiously probably, but like we may not be their best friend, but I can't say that we've helped someone's day get better, but I can hope that a kind word from me and Emma, or just one of us alone, like, has helped someone's day. Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know, because I can't say words.
You're okay.
Ecclesiastes 4:9-12.
Ecclesiastes. I love Ecclesiastes.
Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken.
I remember talking about that in Bible class sophomore year.
Yeah, it was one of our Bible verses. I think it was just 9 through 10, but I like that whole like those 4
Yeah.
verses because one person you're alone. You can't keep yourself warm. 2 people we can keep you warm.
My friend has something he wants to say. We should have an outro.
I don't know.